What's up guys? In this video we're going to take a look at the portfolio. We're going to look at some new changes to the Meta account system, which I know sounds kind of boring, but it's actually a pretty big deal. And we're also going to look at the Elon Musk Twitter acquisition, which has officially from Elon been canceled. Let's get started. Okay, so in the Patreon portfolio, the only stock we have right now is Meta. I'm going to be building out this portfolio. I have about 20 stocks that I'm looking at purchasing. The market was up quite a bit the other day, so that's why I haven't bought any yet. But if you want to get access to my buy and sell alerts, there's a link in the description. For only $1 a day, you can get access to all my Patreon posts, buy and sell alerts, like I said, analysis on various stocks and cryptos, a bunch of cool stuff on there. So make sure you check it out in the link in the description. So yeah, Meta stock hasn't really changed in price that much. We're at a 13 PE ratio, which in my opinion is quite good for a stock like this. And here's something I'm quite excited about. Meta will no longer be requiring Facebook accounts for their Oculus glasses, or not glasses, but right now they have the giant masks. In the future they'll have augmented reality glasses, so that's kind of the end goal for this stuff, so I always think of it as that. But yeah, before you needed a even before that you needed an Oculus account to use the goggles and stuff, which I think is pretty logical. So you would just have the one account for your virtual reality headset, but then it was purchased by Facebook, and they changed it so you would need a Facebook account to use your Oculus goggles, which a lot of people didn't like. I don't even have a Facebook account, so like I would have to make one, and a lot of people just don't really like Facebook. It's not so much that you need another account, which I think they were trying to simplify that by just having everything under Facebook, but now they're going to switch that, so you'll have a Meta account, which from my understanding is actually separate from a Facebook account. So it is still Meta, but it's not Facebook. So it's the same company, but it's not like an actual social media account, essentially. So if you don't like your kids to be on social media or something like that, that's really what this is for. So hopefully this will be a step in the right direction for anyone who doesn't like Facebook or Meta. At least you don't have to be on Facebook or anything like that. I know this was a pain point for a lot of people with the Oculus headsets and stuff. So yeah, hopefully that'll be better. And then if we go over to TradingView, we can see Meta is still up quite a bit over the last few days. I wanted to buy it, like, I don't know, maybe in the 150 range. I'll probably add to lower my cost basis. So hopefully it gets back down there soon. But yeah, right now it's just been going up pretty steadily. And then here's the 5-year chart. We can see it's in quite of a slump. This is like a similar price to what it was back in 2017. So that's pretty impressive. Not that that makes it a good deal or anything. I'm looking more at the earnings, but yeah, it's quite cheap compared to history. So that's definitely a stock to look out for. And then look at this, as we speak, Twitter stock is absolutely falling through the floor, and it totally deserves to, because this, without Elon Musk, Twitter stock is a terrible stock. It's so expensive, really bad company. The platform isn't even that good. A lot of people don't really use Twitter, or they're not that active on it. As Elon Musk said, I think a lot of the larger social media, like influencers and stuff, don't really even have active accounts on Twitter. It's all on Instagram, which is owned by Meta, so that's pretty cool. A way better stock. If you look at Meta versus Twitter, Meta's at a 13 PE ratio. Twitter, if we scroll down, it's at a 169 PE ratio. That is absolutely insane. Twitter, it's a terrible stock in my opinion. So yeah, this has fallen quite a bit. I can't believe not that long ago it was a $77 stock. That's ridiculous. And that was without any acquisition possibilities or anything like that. That was just, it was naturally that high. That is so expensive. And this doesn't have any growth prospects or anything like that. So like on Meta, for example, they have all this Oculus stuff, which you might not believe in, but even if you don't, they're at least trying. There's a possibility they could have a significant place in the metaverse with all sorts of augmented reality glasses, VR stuff. Eventually you could even replace like TVs and computers with that. You could even add like an external keyboard to get like a physical touch, but then the screen is like augmented onto your glasses. You don't need a physical screen. It could be so fantastic. This is just Twitter though. There's none of that. And Meta's selling at a 13 PE. I have no idea why anyone would buy Twitter stock. It's insane. So it fell about 5% today and 7% after hours. It'll probably continue to go down, and that's because Elon Musk said officially he's no longer buying Twitter. So this could even be worse than before the Twitter acquisition, because I think there's a decent possibility that Elon Musk could launch like a Twitter competitor or something like that. He seems pretty set on the free speech mission that he has. He wants to make something similar to WeChat, if I remember correctly, which is like an all-encompassing kind of app that they have, I think, in China, where you can like send payments. It's almost like an operating system, basically. It's so big. You can do so much stuff on WeChat. And that's basically what he wanted to turn Twitter into, from my understanding. So if he creates a competing platform, that would be even worse for Twitter. So like this stock, I mean, I don't know how low it could go. It needs to go like way lower. It could be like under $10 in my opinion. I think Elon was gonna buy it for $54.20 or something like that. I think that was the price he was gonna pay. So if he's not buying it, or if he was going to buy it, that would be a decent return on investment. But now that he's not, this is extremely bad for anyone who owns Twitter stock. And if he was going to spend $44 billion or whatever to purchase Twitter, now that he's not going to do that, that means he has an extra $44 billion to actually put into building a new social media platform if he wants to. The reason he was going to spend that on Twitter, I think, is just because of the users. It's very difficult to actually get a user base. Like if you look historically, even Apple has tried social media platforms. Google has tried it with Google Plus. If you don't know the Apple one, it was iTunes Ping, which you probably haven't even heard of. But yeah, it was like a music kind of social media service. And then they tried a similar thing later with Apple Music, and I think that one failed pretty hard as well. So this is like a really hard thing to do, is actually capture users. Once you have them, you can upgrade the platform like Meta did with Instagram and make it a lot more competitive and a lot more profitable. But just to capture attention and get kind of a network effect going is very difficult to do. So even with $44 billion, I think this is going to be hard. Like, it's not necessarily just about creating a good social media platform. You need people to use it, and it's hard to get people to use it if nobody's on it, and kind of it's a whole cycle like that. So that's why he was willing to overpay so much for Twitter, because like if you just look at the profits of Twitter, there's no reason at all to spend $44 billion on it. It was about the users the whole time. So since he's not going to do that, it'll be pretty interesting if he does create a new social media platform with that type of a budget. That would be pretty insane. Now, also in Twitter news, Twitter's laying off a third of its talent acquisition team, which it sounds more dramatic than it actually is. Its talent acquisition team is probably not a very big team. I don't know how big it is. I haven't checked, but just in case you wanted to know that, that is also happening today. So that could be another reason why the stock is down. And in other Elon Musk related news, this isn't an Elon Musk channel, by the way. This is just a stock channel, but I thought I'd throw it in since this video in particular will probably get some more viewers that are interested in this type of stuff. So Tesla stock is going up quite a bit after this news about Twitter. So hopefully Elon Musk will have more time to focus on Tesla. I guess that's probably the thought process of anyone who's buying it. So yeah, it's up about 3.5% right now. I didn't think it would be too much of a problem because he already does like so much. I think he just has unlimited time or something. He's insane. But yeah, I don't think this will affect Tesla too much either way. But yeah, it is up quite a bit. And another cool thing is Elon Musk, if you watch his Twitter, you've probably seen how he's been on this kind of underpopulation thing. Birth rates around the world have been declining, and he thinks that will lead to underpopulation, which I don't know if that's true. Might be, might not be. But either way, that has led him to create more childcare benefits at his companies, which is pretty cool. So there are no real details. He hasn't put out like a comprehensive plan about this or anything like that. It's just kind of an announcement. So that's nice to see. This is just a really cool thing. It'll probably be something that he won't see the benefit of directly. I don't think this is going to make the companies more profitable or anything, but it's just kind of a nice thing for the future. Hopefully there will be more people. Maybe we'll get another Nikola Tesla out of this through all the children, because obviously they grow exponentially, so this will have like large effects into the future. So that's pretty cool to see. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and check out my Patreon in the description. Like I said, only $1 a day. I was one of the people to get a 10x on Tesla, a 3x on Cardano, a 2x on, I think it was Clover Health. I don't even remember. I've done a bunch of cool stuff in the past, so it'll be cool to build out this new portfolio. It's going to be on Robinhood, and daily I'll be sending out screenshots and or maybe not screenshots. I might do screenshots. I haven't decided on that, but I'll have all the details of my holdings, my account value, all that stuff. It'll be on Patreon anytime I buy or sell anything. So yeah, definitely check it out in the link in the description. Only $1 a day, and thank you for your time. Have a good day.